Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful morning in Central Florida. I'm out by the pool enjoying my favorite cup of coffee, and in a little bit we'll head out to the garage where I have all the items on the garage floor that I will be taking for this trip. We'll do a brief explanation of each item and why we're taking it. So as soon as I'm done with my coffee and enjoying this beautiful morning, we'll head out to the garage and show you what we're going to take and how we're going to pack it. So stand by. Hello everyone, and welcome to the garage. As you can see, I have a lot of items on the garage floor here, but they all fit in the bike, so they've been removed from the bike and placed on the garage floor. So I'll start on the right hand side and kind of give you a brief description of what it is and work our way around. The first item here in the blue is a toolkit by SBV, and you can pretty much take the BMW apart on the road and rebuild it with the toolkit that I have here. Very handy, folds up very small. Next thing here is an OBD link, and this allows us, or me, to reset any faults that show up on the motorcycle, because sometimes when you get faults it may shut the motorcycle down, and I have the ability to clear that with the Android app that I have and a connection, so it allows me to clear those faults. In here is a multimeter, and underneath is a tire plug kit with glue and the strips that you plug the tire with. Got some rim protectors and some tire irons in case we'd have to take the tire off the rim completely. I have a V1 little air pump here that you can put air back in your tires. It's got a connection that you can plug to the battery. I also have a connection to the outside of my bike, so you can just plug it in. Have a few connections here for different accessories if you need to connect to the battery. Got the first aid kit. There's some cream in there, some band-aids, ace wrap, an ankle wrap, a few items that would help get you to maybe the local ER or hospital if you had to, but nothing real major, just enough to patch you up. Of course, I got the laptop to do the editing for my videos that I'll show you as I go along, the Android phone, the external protection for my regular phone, and the little mini router. Coming down, I got a couple of straps that'll go along. You always can use a couple straps. Inside here is the other camera and all the cords that I need to charge and upload the videos with. Moving down here, this is the drone. The drone lives in here pretty nicely. It's got its a couple batteries, got extra propellers, the controller, the charger, everything there. That'll sit on the back of the bike where I'll have it accessible to any time that I need it. I've got some emergency blankets here. They'll come in they can come in handy if you while you're camping. It keeps you from losing heat. Got a couple wet wipes there, fire starter, and fire starting items that we'll use when we're camping. In the back here in the blue bag is a wool blanket. It comes in handy when you just need something to put over top of your sleeping bag when it's not quite so cold. I've got in the item there, it's called RAV Power. It's a portable solar panel which you can use to charge all your batteries and everything, and you can deploy that on your backpack while you're riding, or you can just place it out in the sun. It works really, really good. The Marchway is a small camping chair that folds up, and you can see it's not very big, but it's handy to sit on other than the ground. I've got two camping systems that I'll be taking with me. In the orange bag is a two-person tent. Right next to that, Teton Sports, is a inflatable pillow. The next piece down here is a blanket that goes around the hammock, which will be the other camping setup that I'll be using. Keeps you from getting what's called cold butt while you're in the hammock at night. Moving on down, this is a cover for the hammock, which actually turns into a small tent if it has to be, to keep it protected. A bug and mosquito cover, the hammock itself. Over on this side I have a sleeping bag. This one's good down to about 36, and this is a fleece liner that goes inside that, and that'll take you down another 14 degrees. So down to the mid 20s. If it gets that cold, then you'll be happy to have blankets and everything else. So this is a inflatable pad, sleeping pad. The next piece here, I have a couple jugs of anti-monkey butt, which is an important part of riding a motorcycle a long ways, cuts down on chafing and keeps things from happening. So it's a funny name, but it works really well. I've got durable water repellent that I will coat my jacket with if I have to. That'll keep it waterproof. This is the hot wired gear. It goes under your jacket. It's a wired electric vest and gloves, so we may need that down the road. Pair of tennis shoes, some flip-flops. Coming back this way, I've got SIDI riding boots. They're half boots. They're very comfortable. They are armored and protected, but they are also very comfortable to walk in if you had to walk in them for a while. HDC helmet with intercom, and the front of it you can see is wired for the camera. And moving on back, I have a Camelback. It's about a 1.5 liter. Keeps the water available to you while you're riding, because you dehydrate quite a bit when you ride. A kidney belt helps with long rides too. Also have this little mosquito net that goes over your hat and your head, so when we get up to Alaska, we won't get ate up with mosquitoes. Personal bag with toothpaste, toothbrush, towel, soap, toiletry items, those type of things there that you'll need when you're camping. In the back there, those two red bags are 4 days worth of t-shirts, underwear, and socks. And that's in this bag. In this bag over here are a couple pairs of pants, a sweatshirt, some other items, heavier socks. But as you can see, when you roll them, and I use what's called an army roll or a ranger roll, everything fits up in the cubes really, really nice. This over here happens to be an extra light jacket for riding, and my pair of jeans. I've got a hat and 3 pairs of gloves. One are cold weather and waterproof, and the other 2 are kind of mid and warm weather gloves. In the background here, this is Moscow Moto. This one that I have here is a 35 liter, and this is a 25 liter. So between those two, with the 4 extra little pouches on either side, we've got about 60 liters there, maybe 70 with all the other little packs filled. Over on this side here, I have a 40 liter duffel. So as you can see, I have quite a few liters worth of packing. Again, everything you see here packs perfectly into everything I have here. It's not overcrowded. It distributes very well. I had hard panniers on my bike, and I went to the Moscow Moto bags because I lost about 25 pounds just in having the different bags. Down here is a tank bag that goes on the bike, and inside there's my passport and entries to National Forest and that type of thing in there, and registration and license and all the important things that if you need to show to the powers that be. In the back here, I'm wearing what's called climb riding gear. It's 4 season. With that said, it has lots of ventilation, but it's designed to wear all 4 seasons, and what you do is you layer with base layers and things like that as it gets colder. So down here in Florida, you're pretty much riding in shorts and a t-shirt. As we get farther north, then we will start to layer up with long underwear and jeans and heavier socks. So with that said, again, everything you see here is going from Key West to Alaska. It has a purpose. I'm hoping we don't have to use too many of them, but if you do, you're always ready to use that. So again, in the next few days we'll be loading the bikes up, and we'll take them out and show you what they look like unloaded, and then we'll show you what they look like when they're loaded and ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of showing what I'm packing and taking, and a little explanation of everything. And if you like what you have saw, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Hello, and I just realized one of the most important items that I forgot to talk about was my little Garmin InReach Mini 2. This has quite a few features. One of them is I can text message anybody that I need to text message that I have any issues. Also, on an email train, I can let people know when I'm leaving and when I'm stopping. The other important part about it, and the major one, is it has an SOS button. So no matter where you are, if something happens to you, you hit that SOS button, they know where you're at, and they'll come get you. The other nice feature, for $30 a year, Garmin InReach allows you to have a feature that they will come airlift you out also. So it's a really great insurance policy when you're riding long distances and out in areas where there may not be very many people. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware that I do ride with that.